Hey everybody. It seems like nowadays computer fans are just not designed to last long at all. Used to be back in the old days, you could pretty much depend on computer fans to last many years before the bearings would dry out or they had to stop working. But it's like nowadays, within a couple months after use on some fans, the bearings will dry out or they'll start rattling. These fans here have been on this radiator on the mid-tower Lux for about 2 years, and like I mentioned, I just mentioned about months of lasting before the fans will start to rattle. These actually made it to about 2 years, but they started rattling long ago, especially when the computer was cold started. But now it's getting to where it's getting pretty bad off. On the 80mm fans on the side, this one's rattling. You might be able to hear it. I'm going to stop it. This one here is not rattling. Neither is that one. But this one back there is rattling so bad that it can barely turn fast. So I'm going to find my flashlight so you can see that. So you can get a better view here. As you can see, that fan is not spinning very fast at all. Yeah, that's how fast it was spinning. And on this side, on the 92s, I had to take one out of service last week. You can see where I had snipped the positive wire. And of course there's the wire right there. As you can see, one of those 92s is not even spinning because it's been taken out of service. That's because the bearings on this started to get tight, and it was spinning much slower, and the motor was getting extremely hot from the friction in the bearing, and of course the heat in the motor due to the fan not spinning very fast. So yeah, it's very disappointing about the poor quality of computer fans nowadays. All these fans on the side were power supply fans. Just imagine if the power supply is still working, or the fan is still in the original power supply. Just imagine if the fan seized up. Wouldn't be too good for the power supply, considering most of them nowadays don't have. Most of the cheap units nowadays don't even have any sort of thermal protection. But yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to replace that 192mm fan. And I'm thinking about just taking all 4 of these fans out of service, taking them off the radiator, and letting the 92s pull air through the radiator, which should be sufficient enough. So anyways, any questions or comments, feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.